My name's Dale Little, and I'm doing this just representing myself. I'm not a spokesperson for anyone or any group at this, but I have an open letter, you'd say, to our House Speaker, Nancy Pelosi. I'm sure I'd probably not get her to read it, and so I'll just put it out there and see where it goes. But I titled this, "We Will Not Bow." King Nebuchadnezzar of Babylon had a dream about a giant image with a head of gold and arms, chest of silver, belly and thighs of bronze, legs of iron, his feet partly iron and partly clay. A stone cut out without human hands crushed the feet, and the image and the whole image disintegrated. Now Daniel revealed to the king that he was the head of the gold, and the other parts representing later world empires. The stone represented Jesus Christ when he comes to establish his kingdom, which will be eternal. Nebuchadnezzar defiantly made a similar image. If you're familiar with the story, it's 9 feet wide, 90 feet tall, they say. Except this image was gold from head to toe. Nebuchadnezzar was saying, "No, these other kingdoms are not going to be. I'm going to last. My kingdom is going to be eternal," because he made it gold, like I say, from head to toe. None of these other metals in there, they represent other kingdoms. He then demanded that everyone bow down and worship his image. Now, 3 of the Hebrews, if you remember, Shadrach, Meshac, and Abednego, refused to bow. I don't know if you've ever read that, Nancy. I'm sure you've heard about them. If you haven't actually read it, if you read your Bible. Daniel 3, verses 16 through 18 says, "Shadrach, Meshac, and Abednego answered and said to the king, 'O Nebuchadnezzar, we have no need to answer you in this matter. If this be so, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of your hand, O king. But if not, be it known to you, O king, that we will not serve your gods or worship the golden image that you have set up.'" Now, Nancy Pelosi, you make much from your mouth, but not your actions, about being Catholic, as if that makes you better than any others who profess to be followers of Jesus Christ. Someone recently asked you if you hated the president, and you arrogantly tried to take the moral high ground while supporting the slaughter of millions of unborn babies, saying that as a Catholic, I resent you using the word hate in a sentence that addresses me. No disrespect to my Catholic friends, but Nancy, it will not be the Pope who you will stand before on Judgment Day. And you will not enter the gates of heaven because you have been a good Catholic any more than I will enter because I've been a good Baptist. Jesus said that we must be born again. Jesus also said that many will come telling him of the wonderful works that they did in his name. But Jesus said he will tell them to be gone because he never knew them. To you, Nancy Pelosi, and your fellow Marxist Democrats, be it known to you that just as these 3 Hebrew children refused to bow to Nebuchadnezzar's image, so I, as an evangelical Christian, will not bow down to you or your Pope, nor will I bow down to the illegitimate government you may set up, if you happen to succeed in removing the president that we, the people, chose according to the Constitution. Now, you accused President Trump of trying to destroy the Constitution, but he was elected by we, the people. Nowhere in the Constitution does it say anything about you or the DNCs deciding who is fit to be president. So you're the one undermining the Constitution. Now, of course, you know that quite well. You and the DNC's contempt of the Constitution goes back well before the 1960s, at which time they decided to basically rewrite the Constitution by appointing radical judges who would reinterpret it to say what they wanted it to say. So don't insult our intelligence, as is the left's normal habit, by pretending to be protecting the Constitution. We're not as ignorant as you seem to think we are. So go ahead, get your KGB, your stormtroopers, whatever, along with your gulags. And that is where many of your constituents want to put conservative Christians anyway, because we are a thorn in the side of your wickedness. And one last thing that you may want to keep in mind. In the book of Esther, there was Esther the queen, her uncle Mordecai, and a wicked man named Haman. Haman hated Mordecai and the Jewish people. Well, let me back up. Maybe Haman was a good Catholic who was unable to harbor any hate. He just wanted to get rid of them. Much like you want to get rid of the President Trump and his supporters. I'm sure that Haman must have prayed for Mordecai as he was having the gallows built to hang him on. You know, just like you pray for the president while you're trying to put the proverbial knife in his back. Maybe you should remember, Nancy, that as it turned out, Haman ended up being hung on the very gallows he had built for Mordecai. After all, God is a righteous God, and he knows how to deliver the oppressed, whether it is someone who has little to nothing or someone like Donald Trump. I suggest you might think about repenting. Good day. Dale Little.